Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This time I wanted to start with something different here. We're gonna dive into your money, career success, material success reading for this one, but I also pulled these right before, and this is actually intention for wealth, like what's blocking you to receive the money, what's maybe if you have projects that are not lifting off the ground. These are the pathway that is actually laid in front of us for you. Let's see what that's gonna say. We're also going to look into the next 4 weeks events. By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the like button. And if you enjoy it and you want somebody else to hear it, share it with them. And you can also hype the video. That will be helpful to the channel as well. The symbols are going to give us a general idea of what's happening in your life. This is like a much more deeper meaning. And I was looking at it. I said, you know what? I should keep this because experimentally I pulled these cards, but we're going to dive into it. And it's going to show us as well why, if certain things are not really working out, why they're not working out, okay? Or working. We have here a tortoise slowly but surely getting ahead. So I feel like this is the crux of the situation here. This is about your belief about money. This is what you need to work through, okay? So that's why you are on the beginning of the path, but if you can work through it, you will actually achieve success. You're going to get ahead. But this will also, besides depression here, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, this is because the prayer, this is actually your belief about money, the prayer. So you're thinking that like there is a hero and an anti-hero. There's a protagonist and antagonist. So you have to work hard in order to get something. The prayer is asking from the creator, always being in touch, always asking, getting, in the format of working, workaholic, come for your feelings about wealth. This is about money, this is about wealth, because money and the wealth are not the same thing. Either way though, you're not really in the understanding of the creator of all it is always provides, okay? But when you block it, when you think that if I don't ask for it, if I don't work for it, it's not going to come, you just block the path, the flow. The thing is here, when that happens, when you actually start to let go of that thought that you're always being provided, when you start to select the thought that you're always being provided, you might fall into this abandonment, depression, anxiety, and worry that that's going to go away. When you start to understand that either way, you're always provided. The vulture can be also showing up here to come and clean up that belief, okay? It's going to come forward, and I told you that it's going to clean it up. This is potential outcome is vanity, you letting go of the vanity and maybe focusing on more of what you're receiving from the creator rather than initially, emotionally, you're feeling the wealth surrounding you and then materializing it. We have a hat here. You will be playing a different role, and I feel like some of you are going through transformation. Usually I pull these cards at the end. For your reading, I want to pull it in the beginning. That's why you need to hear it initially. These are the first things you need to work on because there's flowers and a happiness coming your way. And there's a month one to pop up here. Let's see what this is. We have September, which is number 9. September, we're going to go with the numerical meaning because number 9 symbolizes enlightenment. Definitely some of you are getting an enlightenment. A change for the better. Butterfly symbolizes a metamorphosis. 4 is muddled and unclear thinking. The thing is, I told you, it's not going to be a straight path. You're not going to be creating the intention to actually like become wealthy or see the wealth you already have. And then you're going to start just checking the list one by one. The workaholic here is going to actually pop up and say, you need to do more in order to receive more. Okay, so that's the muddled, unclear thinking. That's going to come to surface. We have hard work ahead, but don't think of this. And then there's a hidden secrets can harm you. These are the hard work is the mental work that you need to put out there. Whenever you want to break through this glass ceiling, there might be like a distraction coming forward. You need to work through those distractions. And hidden secrets are not the hidden secrets that nobody knows about. It's the secrets that you're hiding from yourself. The things that you're thinking, but you're not really wording them out. For example, Maybe you have a fear of losing. If you have money, you're fearful that you're going to lose your whole family. That might be a fear. Or maybe losing your freedom. That might be a fear, because all the movies that I watched when I was growing up, like I don't know how I come across that, like, but every time a person has lots of money, they somehow lost it. And that kind of reminds me of even the movie Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I saw like a clip of it recently. She's like a very rich woman. She falls off the raft, the yacht, and then she loses her memory. She loses her money, and she starts slaving for this man because she thinks she's his wife. But then she likes it better, or somehow she thinks that money is not that good. Something like I feel here there's like a coded in like a in a wrong way. Basically, when you connect an electrical wire in a reverse way, or the wrong way, it can cause fire. That can be the fire that you're still dealing with right now, but it's an internal fire, basically causing you to not experience wealth. Okay, let's see what's inside of the cup. This is going to show us like next 4 weeks what's happening. I see in the ether there are already so many thoughts that's affecting you in a way that maybe you're not really seeing much of a progress, but you're not really seeing much of despair either. I see letter S here. This can mean someone's first name or their last name. I see letter C, S, K, C, maybe in someone. So what happens here is, in the beginning of the timeline, there's a man with a long beard and a cloak, and he's carrying a cup. I can take this person as King of Cups. King of Cups represents a gentle, loving, supportive, authority figure. Can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a human being that is showing up for you, supporting you fully. It can be a patriarchal system that is really supportive of you. Maybe you don't even expect that kind of support, but it is still supporting you. I can give you another example with that. Back in the day, like years ago, when I first moved to New York, I actually went to a fashion school. First of all, I actually took some classes, and one of the male teachers, which I never experienced that kind of like approval before. Every creative thing I put out there, because I'm an artist as well, like I was drawing computer designs and stuff, was so much approved, so much appreciated. And that was something extremely out of the box for me, because never experienced that. Because in my system, the teachers that I grew up with, they don't really applause to creativity. They didn't. So that was really mind-blowing for me. That gave me a lot of confidence about my art. And I went out there, and I actually, that encouragement was enough for me to create a lifetime of art style. And I still paint and sketch and stuff. So I see here, this is affecting you. You see that you're right here, your inner child actually showing up as David Bowie, how face is painted. So without feeling any judgment to yourself, you're starting to create. Take the art as your creative ideas. It can be anything. It can be even how to manage the money, what to do with the money, how to invest it. Okay, that's a creative idea as well. Or what to buy with it. Kind of that kind of a thing. It is maybe outside of the box, but it is outside of your own box. It's not really something maybe over the top. What happens is that's going to create a turmoil in your mind within the next 2 weeks especially. But in the ground level, in the life level, you're going to see a positive change coming forward, okay? And then I told you that your mind is going to stop you somewhere somehow with a vulture, or the vulture is going to come forward to clean it up. There's a person standing in front of you here. This person there's a smiley face at the end of right there, but initially they might be someone who's an advisor. You might not like that. You might not like someone giving you advice about your money or your direction or your the things that you want to create, how you want to become wealthy. But the thing is, there's also maybe a penguin hanging on top of this smiley face here. Penguins are made for life. So this is going to be your lifetime meeting with your goals. It might take a while. I told you that tortoise is slowly but surely getting there, but it's you embodying that wealth energy, okay? Maybe even understanding. We're going to get to these cards in a minute. And the third week I have here, after you talk this person and get inspired, get advice, there's a clean and clear paper. This can be a new contract you're going to be signing. This can be a new opportunity presenting itself, because this time around you're going to change your mind completely, how you see things, how you see opportunities. If you believe it's really hard to find a job paying well, there's a contract here, there's a chunk of money here, and on top of the chunk of money there's also a fish. Maybe this is like a job comes with a bonus right away, right out the bat. You get paid weekly or bi-weekly. It doesn't take forever for you to get the payment. It can be something that is really improving your life, okay? But there's like you first need to get through this security guard of mental security guard that is blocking you, okay? There are phone lines here. There's a communication lines. This can be you talking to that glass ceiling and telling it to, okay, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be good. Allow me to get there. And then I see on top of that, like, chunk of money and the fish, that you're standing with confidence and you're holding a bird right in your hand. The bird can be your communication skills that is useful here. I see also a stork right there. Stork also symbolizes a newborn coming into your life. Okay, something is being born. There's a birth or a gift coming forward. A massive cup appears here again in the third week, and there's a contract on top of it. I see there's a masculine figure on top of the contract, which has a long nose. So this doesn't mean that, yes, everything looks bright and beautiful. However, it doesn't mean that it's not going to have any opposition. It's not going to have any liars, because the Pinocchio, the growing nose, actually symbolizes the child lying. So this can be someone immature, which has a fish on top of his head, maybe who has money, who has resources, but acting really immature way. And maybe even this person is like they're coming with the offering, but what they're offering is not really covering what you're going to be given to them. So there's going to be like misunderstanding, disagreements in this kind of a deal here too. It doesn't mean everything is going to go smoothly. But the thing is, since you are very optimistic, smiling here, right there, I see smiling woman. She's talking to her bird, and there's also a heart in front of her. This is your feminine side, being creative, doing what you love, rather than like this. There's also like a paintings in this picture. I want to show you that. There's art here. But this purple bowl, the artist actually like works overtime, because that's the only belief that they have about wealth. If you work really hard, then only way you can become wealthy. That's the belief that you're feeling that you're holding on about wealth, okay? So I feel here that's why your mind is going to try to prove that to you. It's going to throw those kind of people into your life again and again while you're working on that. And another thing here, workaholic. Yes, well, we have a workaholic artist here. So there's a performance anxiety. So your wealth belief can be also attached to your performance anxiety. So you might be feeling like, if I become wealthy, then everybody's going to see. If I don't become wealthy, that's also going to be seen. So it is taking you to this vanity moment here, your potential outcome if you do this work and get rid of this belief that you have to work really, really hard to make others happy first. So what's going to happen is the vanity is going to disappear. First of all, you're going to get rid of that feeling of that you need to get approval from others when you become wealthy, or when you're going towards a wealthy lifestyle. That vanity is going to disappear. This is about the beliefs about the money. What you need to work through is money, to hold on that money that you need to work through on self-worth. So this is the chair of the self-worth that you need to sit on. And you need to, like, you're believing that when I ask, I need to be on top of my finances. I need to be on top of the money. I need to work really hard and pray really hard. That's the only way it can come. But when you work through your self-worth, it is going to start flowing easily. You're going to actually open the floodgates. This is about the wealth. Maybe it's coming, but it's not staying with you. It's about you realizing that even if you don't work, you can be supported. And the work that you're doing, if you're doing it for vanity, to show the God. It doesn't have to be to humans. When you start to do it for yourself, it is going to start flowing and staying and multiplying easily. I see here there's a legal paper. I told you that there's a Pinocchio coming in front of you. You're going to be dealing with that. And there's just an offering here. Maybe you're feeling I have to deal with this person. Yeah. And they're coming with the offer, but they're not really paying well for you to do the job. This can be even like simplest thing at home environment. Maybe a mother-in-law or like a sister-in-law asking you to throw them a baby shower, and they're not really giving you any financial support for that. They're not giving you any ideas for that. They're just putting you, like, there's a material thing that you're putting out there, even though it sounds like emotional, but they're not giving you anything. Maybe it's time for you to just figure that out. Okay, I'm gonna do this for you, but I don't have to pay out of my pocket. Okay, I can, because organizing an event is also a job, guys. It's a paid job. Okay, so even if you don't get paid for the job, it's like you can ask for all the expenses of the things. Okay, so if you don't have the financial backing. So I see here, this is also the vulture, then that's going to show up there. Okay, the vulture is showing up to clean up that messy, maybe not being able to say yes or ask for what belongs to you. The vulture is going to show up to help you clean that up. Okay, and I see a lot of thought bubbles here, communications, conversation bubbles. So it's going to require you to communicate this clearly to those maybe who has expectations that you do things for free. Okay, and that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be the breakthrough here. Instead of just doing the working and expecting the outcome to, expecting another to pay and or see how hard you're working, you're going to actually do what's necessary. And then if there is an overtime, ask for the rest of the thing. Okay. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see that you're getting rid of a lot of past weight, okay? It is going to bring your desire when you get rid of some of it partially. And it's going to take some time to bring your desire, but when you partially get rid of, you see like these gaps here, you're actually getting rid of some parts of the things that are holding you back, and that is going to open the pathway for your desire to come. And when the pathway opens, the desire comes, you're going to actually ask for more, and then ask for another more, and then ask for another one. And the more you actually ask and receive, you're going to understand that it's just about sticking with a desire rather than thinking that, oh, I can ask but it will never show up. What you're doing there is you're just planting the seed. I can ask and then I will never show up. Oh, you're stepping on the seed right there. Your energy field is intact, guys, and I see you standing very strong here. So I see letter A and L on top of your head. This could be someone's first name or the last name. Ellen, let's see, Elaine has A and L. So it can be someone's first name or the last name. And it seems like here what happens there is you're standing your ground no matter what happens, and there's a new horizon coming forward, and you're looking at it with confidence. There's a person here really surprised, so maybe you are in a trap position because there is someone that you're dependent on. And the thing is, this person is going to be really surprised, so I feel like you're going to get maybe a create amazing resource for yourself. So their mind is going to be blown when you get that resource, when the doors open to you. They're going to be really surprised about how like wealth starts to flow to you. Okay, so that can be also your sign and symbol to let you know that no matter who says what, you can get whatever you want. Okay, we tend to believe in the people that we trust, even though the people that we trust do not really trust that we are capable of doing things that we desire. So that can be also a challenge to show that person or them seeing you thriving without their help. Let's see the tarot. We're going to go week by week. 10 of Pentacles is great wealth with family, long-term financial security. This is the first week's energy. Let's see what else we have. Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are creating like a long-term stability for yourself. That's why you need to get rid of, wow, what? Amazing. That's why you need to get rid of, okay, the mind of workaholic, because it's going to come to surface. When the things start to get better, when you start to feel self-worth, when you get celebrated, you, like I told you, like your mind is going to pull you back there because it doesn't feel safe to be in that too much of a security, I feel. Even though mentally We think, oh, that's ridiculous. Why should I not feel secure? In wealth, Three of Cups and Nine of Cups again. Our minds do not really can accept the things that are not familiar to us. Okay, maybe you're wealthy, you're living a good life, but you want an upgrade, and maybe you want to change your car, you want to change your home, but that doesn't feel secure at this moment. Okay, that's why I told you that the burden might come forth. But you're gonna work through it. I told you, you're gonna work through it. That's not really physical work. For some of you, it can be coming up as physical work as well, but you're gonna be also working through mentally. 10 of Pentacles within the first week. We have here 10 of Wands again. So some of you are working really hard here. It's repetitive, I feel. Some of you mentally or physically working really hard to secure a financial long-term establishment, or like create a financial security for yourself and your family. And this is also going to, maybe it's inheritance or working for retirement, or you already work for it. But the thing is, the peace and contentment in life, the more you feel it, there's going to be more work showing up for you. I feel like this is not really the work of physical work. It's actually working mentally on how to accept it and feel comfortable in this wealth. Honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, and passing on the knowledge. So you might be also working on really passing on the knowledge. Maybe you're retiring and you're leaving a legacy to your children, or you already have something that you need to work on it. You feel the need to grow it. Okay. That might start to become a burden if you don't have anyone to hold your hand and help you and support you in that manner. Or maybe you are on the verge of creating this for yourself, or you're starting new. Maybe you're starting new to a new job, and you don't know how to turn that into a legacy. That's going to be the first week's subject. Okay, it's just wanting one thing, but then be working so hard for it. And that's like dealing with that energy is going to be a challenge here. We have here second week, Queen of Cups Queen of Pentacles. So I feel when you think about it, if you're thinking so hard about it, it might not be how this solution is going to come. But Queen of Pentacles is someone resourceful. So the answer will eventually show up in your mind, okay? Generous, practical, gracious, and materialistic. The ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, but practical about how you proceed, it says here. So a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. You have a love of art and beauty. So that can be some art form can inspire you with the creative ideas, which is going to create full abundance. Also, this can be you grounding yourself, because there's also with the High Priestess divine knowledge coming through some of you. It can come through dreams. It can come as an inspiration. It can be something that you hear on the subway. And I see there's a whale. She actually has all the symbols of all the Abrahamic religions on her. She's carrying them, and she has a pomegranate on the background, which is symbolizing her abundance and resourcefulness. So everything is acceptable on this path, which is good. Okay, which is going to help you benefit at the end of the day, and which is ethical. That's what I was trying to say. Everything is acceptable, because we have the Torah in her hand, cross on her chest. We have the crescent moon here on her skirt, which all represents different things, actually. Okay, so like I can interpret this as like a Christ in her chest, the Jesus Christ that she believes, the peace mentality that he wanted to bring. Torah is the knowledge, that is the information that you need to collect. And the crescent moon is the illuminator, your intuition, and the pulling her skirt, meaning guiding her towards the direction that she needs to go, and she's taking that path. So that will help you find the resources that you need, especially within the second week, if you have any doubts about how to proceed. I see that it's in the third week, Three of Cups coming forward with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can symbolize an emotionally fulfilling offer coming to you. On top of that, in his cup, he has a fish. Fish in the coffee cup most of the time represents material satisfaction. And so it seems like here's something as well as emotional, also material satisfying coming your way. We have another crescent moon here. this is also, no, this is actually something different though. So this is crescent moon can symbolize a government authority, or maybe an authority figure also supporting you. You're right here celebrating with your angels, the good news coming forward. There's going to be a news worth celebrating, a joyful announcement like engagement, wedding, pregnancy, or graduation. Time to gratitude and close families again. So you might be thinking, because sometimes I read all of your comments, by the way. Sometimes I see in the comment section, you're mentioning that you don't really have any family, you don't have any friends around you, and you don't have anyone to celebrate with. There's always someone to celebrate with, okay? Maybe you don't really consider it as someone who will think good about you or someone who would support you. However, I feel like there's always somebody out there. It can be even your neighbor next door, which I have one lovely person. She, every time I see her, she talks to me about life, even if it's like a split second. So I can feel her love coming towards me. Whenever I say something good happens to her, to me, she feels really happy, and I can see it on her face, even though we're not really that close to each other. It's like there's always someone out there to celebrate with you. But you need to be open to see these people, their existence, the energy, see them as the energy. So there's going to be celebration coming forward. That's why I told you that then another workaholic, hard work you're pulling again here within the 4th week, okay? This is actually burning out. Maybe this is necessary so you can realize, work hard or not work hard, either way, the things are going to go your way, okay? But it is about letting others help you. Can be physical help that you're going to receive from someone or ask from someone, or somebody's offering. Now you're going to accept it. There's your star. There's your wish fulfillment lies. This can also be asking for help from divine, higher beings, creative role, that is, some like divine power. It doesn't have to be like certain things. It's about trusting that help is always be there, because 10 of Wands energy is carrying the whole weight of the world on your back and feeling like there's no one to help you, all by yourself. Look at her, look at him, all by himself. But what you don't realize is, we don't see at the end of the path here, we see it. There's a house in the background. There are people. Where do we see the house? We see it in the 401s. End of the journey. There are people calling you over. They're inviting you. They're telling you we're right here for you, which is, there's a pillar right there. There's a family here for you. It can be your soul family. Like I said, a smiling neighbor can be your soul family, a part of your soul family there to boost your energy, support you, give you the answers that you need, okay? Star is your wish fulfillment, your true north, where you should be heading. So when you ask for let others help you, it says health problems due to help, because we have the staff of Hermes here. Health problems, I don't really give anything about that because I don't know anything about health. I go advise with doctors. So if you're having those kind of things, it is good to go talk to a professional if you have the ability to do that. And that can be also the star here coming forward. Some things are happening for a reason, so you can go and get something checked out, and maybe something else that requires attention will come through that, okay? So do not ignore the signs coming to you when it comes to this kind of like overworking and stress, because there is something waiting for under it, okay? And if there's vanity there, that's the potential outcome. If you do the work, the idea of vanity is going to disappear. Okay, then it is going to be you doing what you want to do freely and without expectation that somebody's going to be helping you, okay? Or somebody's going to be approving you. It's going to be all you doing the work, mental work, physical work, or maybe just working for money, but then knowing that God feeds you, okay? Let's see. All right. We have here thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Gemini, this is actually Gemini energy, a little bit air energy, because you're an intellectual creature. Basically, if you have like heavy air, heavy like cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio on your chart. If you don't have that and you have like mostly air, you only go through the things with your mind. And when you don't have a solution, like the black and white pillars right here, when you don't have a path to go through, or if the path does, you cannot see the end of it, this can create this thicket of thorns in front of you. Okay, that actually heavy energy and uncertainty. Let's see what you can do in that situation, during that uncertain times. Okay, B Spirit says there's a prosperity everywhere, that you can focus on the parts in your life where you're prospering rather than thinking that there's no solution here, I cannot resolve it. And what's going to happen if you keep looking at the dark, your soul is going to get darker. But if you look at the light, the honeys that you already have in your life, it is going to, the honey is the color of gold, like it's like bright, the sunshine, the color is gold. So it is actually going to inspire you with a solution. We have here also a crystal cave. Crystals energies are earth energies, guys, because we dig them out of the earth. So there might be a crystal that you can use. I use this kind of times, like crystal quartz, for example. I hold it in my hand and I meditate. I look at it, or I touch it and I close my eyes. This is for the clarity. We have also selenite here. This is for peace, to bring peace into your life. You can, like, I don't sell these, but you can buy them. You can find them. There's strine here. This is a crystal of money. I had 8 of them, but I have cats, so they like to play ball with these. But I heard somewhere that you can make this money bowl and put 8 pieces of strine crystal, which becomes like attracts money, which worked for me in the past. So then that crystal that little crystal altar that you create for yourself can bring the trust that you're always safe, protected. That's also like your self-worth. When you feel the self-worth within you, the more you trust that you will be supported. Okay, the things are always working out. Even if you get fired, you feel like there's something better waiting for me there. There are times in my life that I have felt that, like, I get fired the moment that said, okay, we don't need you anymore. There was times that I felt this trust within me and said, you know what, there's something much better waiting for me. And as soon as I left the door, like 2 days later, 3 days later, I found something paying better, even more successful or more flexible. Okay, so the trust is something that we need to cultivate within, and the more you cultivate it, you can use your crystals, you can use your friends to support you, anything that gives you that trust that will actually help you see the opportunities much more clearly. Your divine feminine here, because divine feminine is the one receives. We have Queen of Wilderness, Diana, and she's holding a bow and arrow. Libra got someone with bow and arrow as well, which is Sagittarius energy, which is fire energy, passion, moving forward. And she says the language of natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. And not only that, I feel like the bow and arrow she's holding is actually in the wilderness. She says there's going to be a time that is needed from you. You need to go wild. Okay, you need to speak the language of love and go wild, meaning maybe grab pen and paper, just draw something mindlessly. You don't have to obey the rules in that space, okay? In that kind of safe spaces, you need to go wild. Another thing we have here is the Perpetua, a saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. So that's going to be something also supported in your wealth journey. Another thing I would like to point out, she has like on her crown chakra, she has a light here. So you might receive the information, but then she's covering her crown chakra. And recently I found out that that this highly connected beings, they cover their heads, because when you don't cover the crown, it can receive any information, any manipulation coming in this world as well. Okay, so this is you getting the information, using it, surrounding it with yourself, and she's holding the information again, and like what to do, inspiration of your authentic self, what you want to do, and then covering your head. This doesn't mean that covering your hair fully. It can be like wearing a hat or not watching TV or scrolling through social media, exposing yourself to manipulation. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.